Hello, we meet again on Form 4 KSSM Chapter 13 Homeostasis and the Human Urinary System. The content standard is 13.2 Urinary System. The learning standard 13.2.1 Identify the structure and function of a kidney. 13.2.3 Describe the formation of urine, whereby you are going to learn about ultrafiltration, reabsorption and secretion. Now we are going to see the cross section of a kidney. So kidney has cortex part, medulla and also pelvis, where the urine will be flow here to the pelvis. There is also renal artery at our kidney, which carry oxygenated blood from the heart to the kidney. And there is also renal vein, which carries deoxygenated blood from the kidney back to the heart. And there is ureter. Ureter, okay, the urine just now, the urine that form will flow from the pelvis going into ureter, going to the bladder. There are two main functions for kidney, that is for excretion, to get rid of the waste product in our body, and the second function is osmoregulation, that is to regulate the water content and also the mineral salts, that is the electrolytes in our blood. Each kidney is made up millions of nephrons. Each nephron is made up of Bowman capsule. This is the Bowman capsule, like a capsule there, and glomerulus. Okay, inside here is the glomerulus, and also renal tubule. 2 and number 3, renal tubule. Renal tubule consists of proximal tubule here, proximal convoluted tubule, loop of HENLE, and distal convoluted tubule, this part. The formation of urine involves three processes. The first one is ultrafiltration, the second one is reabsorption, and the third process is secretion. Now we look at the first process, that is ultrafiltration. Ultrafiltration occurs between the glomerulus and the Bowman capsule. The blood that enters the glomerulus is under high hydrostatic pressure. Blood enter the glomerulus is under high hydrostatic pressure. Why? Because the diameter of afferent arteriole, this is afferent arteriole, the diameter is bigger than this efferent arteriole. The pressure will cause the fluid from the blood, okay, these are all the blood here, okay, the fluid from the blood will seep through the walls of glomerulus into the Bowman capsule. The fluid that enters into the glomerulus is called as glomerular filtrate. That glomerular filtrate has the same composition as the blood plasma, except for red blood cell, plasma protein and platelet, because these are big size substances. Now we look at the process of reabsorption at proximal convoluted tubule here. Okay, in proximal convoluted tubule, sodium ion are actively pumped, meaning using active transport from the proximal convoluted tubule, actively pumped out to the blood capillary. The chloride ions are passively absorbed into the blood capillary, also going out but using passive transport. The reabsorption of glucose and amino acid will occur through active transport. And the last one, water will also reabsorb from the proximal convoluted tubule to the blood capillary via osmosis. Now, still the process of reabsorption, but at the loop of HENLE and distal convoluted tubule. So the reabsorption that occurs are, first is the sodium ion, which reabsorb from the loop of HENLE and also distal convoluted tubule into the blood capillary via active transport. The chloride ion, the same, reabsorb into the blood capillary via passive transport. Reabsorption of water still occurs at the loop of HENLE and distal convoluted tubule via osmosis, and it depends on the concentration of water and salt in our blood. The last process is secretion. Secretion is the process of excreting the waste material in the blood that are not filtered earlier during ultrafiltration. These secretions are actively occur at distal convoluted tubule. Secretion occurs through simple diffusion and also active transport. The substances that are secreted from the blood capillary into the distal convoluted tubule include hydrogen ions, potassium ion, ammonia, urea, creatinine, toxic substances, and also some drugs. Now, the last part comes the urine formation. When the fluid now reaches the collecting duct, only a small amount of salt will be left. Most of the water has been reabsorbed to the blood capillary before going to the collecting duct. The remaining fluid now is called urine, flow down the collecting duct to the ureter, going to bladder, going to urethra, and finally will be secreted as urine. So our urine will contain urea, water, sodium chloride salt, uric acid, and creatinine. Discussion questions with a teacher. First question. Suggest 2 possible activities that can cause the walls of the collecting duct to become more permeable to water. Second, state how sodium ion, water, and glucose are reabsorbed into proximal convoluted tubule. Have fun! Till then, bye-bye!